Hello, I'm Emma Cownley and welcome back to my channel. I am a copywriter and a blogger, and I bring you videos on copywriting and blogging. Because the world of writing isn't like the magic circle. I'm available to just give out secrets and tips without fear of persecution. I'm going to take you through 3 really easy copywriting exercises that will make you really great at writing. The exercises I'm going to take you through are ones that I was given when I was studying for my masters to help me learn editing techniques and also to really get my mind in a creative mode. You can do these every day, once a week, just do them every so often, whatever it takes for you personally, just to hone your skills up and really sharpen your technique. As I say, they're really easy and they can be as quick as you want them to be, so without further ado, let's just launch straight on into it. Exercise number 1, just write. Exercise number 1 is just to write. Set a timer for 10 minutes every day, sit down and just write. Write anything, even if you're writing, I am writing for 10 minutes and I don't know what to write, so I'm just going to write nonsense, blah blah blah, whatever it is, just make sure that you are disciplining yourself to sit down for those 10 minutes and just write. Sometimes it will be gold, sometimes it will be a load of shit. Whatever it is, you are learning to write, and to do it regularly every single day and set that time aside. It's really important. I was taught to do this in university, I think actually as far back as my degree and in my writing course, just to sit down and write. And it's overcoming that initial obstacle of, oh, what shall I write? Oh, but it's not good. Or what? Just do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. When it comes to editing, then it matters. But initially, you have to learn to be able to just sit down and just goddamn write. Even I, as a professional, need to be told sometimes, just shut up and write it. Just write it, because the more obsessively you pick over the details, or the excuses, or the reasons, you're stalling, you're delaying, and your writing dreams and writing goals, and even just getting better at writing becomes more and more out of reach and difficult the longer you put it off. So exercise number 1, 10 minutes a day, set a timer, sit down and just write your arse off. Exercise number 2 is to rewrite the ending. Take your favourite film or book, whatever that may be, and think about how you might like it to end. And then in 500 words, maybe even more, rewrite the ending to your version, to how you like it to be. You may be interested to know that this exercise was done by George R.R. Martin when he was at school. And I think I heard about it in an interview that he gave on Game of Thrones. I can't remember, but I remember really being in love with the idea, because we all have our inner narratives, things that we really would like to explore, and everybody has a favourite story. So take that, set aside an afternoon and rewrite the ending to whatever you want. It's really fun, it encourages you to get creative, and it gives you a little somewhere to start. You've got that platform to jump off of and really get creative, rather than think, I have to make up an entire story by myself. It can feel incredibly daunting. So to have that source material ready to go and use, great. Exercise number 2, rewrite the ending. Our third and final exercise is an editing exercise that I was given when I learned journalism. It's a really horrible, difficult exercise, but comes in incredibly handy when you need to fit something into a tiny space, be it email, you've handed off some copy and somebody's come back to you and said it's way too long, or they need to edit down copy for a section of your website which perhaps you got a little bit too keyboard happy on and need to cut it back. And extremely good for things like PPC ads and display ads, where you have very little space to work with and you have to learn how to be concise and accurate with the words that you do have. So this one, although it's tricky and a little bit horrible, it's so good to learn how to do it. The exercise is to write up a piece of copy in 200 words, whatever you like. Just what I would normally do is Google a product and then rewrite the product description in my own way. It's just a really easy, lazy way to find some inspiration, something to write about. So I'll rewrite a product description in 200 words, then I'll set myself the challenge, edit it down to just 100 words while keeping in all the most key information. After that, I'm editing it down to 50 words. After that, I'm editing it down to just a sentence. It's tricky, but it can be done, and it's a really, really cool skill to have in your writing arsenal, because at some point you will have to use it, and it's about knowing what can go, what can stay, what's a nice to have, what's a necessity, and learning how to differentiate that in your mind and quickly and efficiently without being too precious over those little details that you just love and you want to have in there. It's learning to let those go and refine the info right down to the specifics. So there you have it. Why are you still hanging around, bro? Go off and grab your pen, get writing, do some exercises, see what you come up with. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask me about this or any other writing related trivia, you can pop me a comment in the box below or find me on Twitter at EJ_Cownley, and I'll happily have a confab with you about anything you like, preferably writing. Otherwise, I will see you back here on YouTube next week for the next video. Until then, take care, have a good week.